Pipe Network presents.
Hi, I am Mean, and welcome to Pipe Network's exclusive Girls Who. And today, we will be talking about girls who perform. Our guests today are Yohann, Nicole, and Dana. Say hi, ladies!
Hey everyone!
Greetings and salutations. Good evening.
Okay, I now officially resign as host of Girls Who, and Dana will take over.
I wish I could. But you know, it might be on the table. Charot.
Ay, ang galing mo, girl. Iba.
Nakasochi eh. Lamig.
At dahil dyan, buti lang talaga nandito ko sa episode na to. Bagay na bagay.
Hindi po. Nariyan po talaga si Miss Mayan para sa amin eh.
Oh, wow.
Siya po talaga ang mastermind netong lahat.
At dahil dyan, sabihin niyo naman sa mga audience natin kung bakit nga ba kayo nandito sa Girls Who Perform episode. Yohann, what do you do?
I take photographs. Yeah, I shoot stuff.
Yan. How about you, Nicole?
I actually do filmmaking sometimes as a hobby then, as to help my friends since I'm a communication student also. So, yan.
Filmmaking as a help for friends, iba rin, no?
Grabe yung effort. I wish to be that friend.
I know, right?
Uy, sobrang passionate nung friends ko with that. So, and kasama siya sa course namin. So, like, parang lang, for my career din. Ayun,
Yes. Oo. Laki
From a
profile.
profile. For the portfolio.
And I'm sure I think you guys have a clue na kung ano ginagawa ni Dana. But Dana, what do you do?
Hi, yes. So, if it's not obvious by now, Charot, I practice voiceover work and voice acting.
Nice.
Bakit ganun? Pati yung charot niya. Sexy.
May dagdag lamig.
Summer na summer, nilalamig
Baka mamaya
ako.
i-odd shot to ng editor. Kuya ko, or miss, or mix, whichever you would like. Ito na lang, pasample na lang. Charot. May pa ganun!
First time ko may love sa salitang charot. Who says na kailangan specific words lang ang magiging sexy? Any word can be sexy pag si Dana yung nagsasabi.
May pa ganun! Thank you. I am humbled. I'm flattered.
Syempre. No problem. So ladies, gaano katagal nyo lang ginagawa yung photography, filmmaking, and voice acting? Like, sinong gusto mag-start?
Yung malamig muna magsalita.
Nahiya lahat.
You know what? Okay, I'll volunteer na lang for this. Honestly, I'd say kumbaga when I started with the actual exploration of the entire niche or the industry nga, it's only been a few months. Pero I think I've been enamored or at least in love with the idea na you can convey such emotions and drama with the voice. Siguro nung lang ako nung senior high. That's when I really started because I heard from one audiobook na kinover ng one of my friends, and I was like, yeah, hi. Is it possible to be in love with such a voice na ganon? Dama mo yung emotions of the speaker in every single word, and that the fact that they bring that piece to life, that's what really fascinated me, and I really wanted to go down that path as well. So this is where I am.
Pero grabe,
About
few
2 years
months pa
later.
lang.
Yeah.
A few months officially, pero 2 years na.
Roughly 2 years, yeah. Mm-mm.
Galing! Ang galing! Like, you sound so professional, mga tipong Inka Mantagoy levels na yung mo eh. Like, dang! Dang, girl.
Let's be completely honest, that's just my mic speaking. That's it.
Sobrang-
And I knew that I was getting serious with this when one of my friends that I play with on Discord sinabi, why don't you try it? Like for real. Sabi ko, I did am I too busy for this or whatever?
Apparently.
And then I realized come this year, 2022, January, shout out nga po pala sa Shopee sale, ganun. Bigla akong naisipan ko na bumili ng mic, you know. So I was like,
Anong
I might
mic?
as well invest in it.
Yeah, what's your mic?
I use a Mauno
Noted.
PM460R1. Talagang memorize,
Magkano
ano?
po?
Drop price.
Magkano po?
Drop price po ba? I
Yes.
think
Budol
na
Friday
rin,
na pala. Ay, Budol Friday, sakto. Mamaya.
Ay, oo nga, in time. So, yun, pabudo nga po pala. I think I got this nung January, mga 1-3 with the vouchers and the coins. But I think right now it's at 1-8 na siguro.
It's cheap.
Inflation is real.
I
Grabe.
know, right? Pero noted
Pero
mo,
yes.
no? Ladies and gentlemen, if you see me with the new thingy hovering over here on my next episode, you know it's a mouth.
Opo, tamang budol na.
Tamang budol lang.
Budol
Alam
by
naman tayo,
day na.
mga marurupok.
No, baka naman.
Baka
Baka
naman.
naman.
Ikaw, Nicole, gano'ng katagal ka na nag-filmmaking?
Well, to be honest, kasi nung senior high, may mga ganong projects, right? Yung magagawa kayo ng film. But kasi sa school ko before, meron talaga kaming film festival. So, I started directing. Pero parang, I treated it as some, parang school project lang.
Casual lang, ganun.
Oo, for the experience also. So, yon, I started nung senior high lang as director. Co-director,
Ooh.
ganon. 11, grade 11, grade 12. Until nung kasi actually nag-medtech ako, tapos I realized na parang, oh, I really love doing films or parang sa field ng com, yung mga ginagawa nila, that's what I really wanted to do. So, nag-shift ako.
Oh, wow!
Nag-shift ako nung
Oo nga.
nung before ako mag-second year. So, by second year,
May pag-asa
com ako.
pa. Pero grabe, tapon credits ha? Hindi naman applicable eh. Layo
Grabe,
eh.
for the
Yeah,
talon.
Saludo sa mga successful na nag-shift.
Yes.
And
Nakuha nila yung
graduate
tamang
ako on
pila
time.
nila. Ay, kung totoo. In
Congrats.
fairness sa'yo ha.
Salamat, FEU.
Oy, tama
Hindi.
raw. Let's go.
Tama raw, let's go. Good job.
Dahil kudos din kasi sa dep namin, sa department namin, kasi super bait and accommodating nila with the students. Depende talaga sa department. Pero yun nga, going back.
Wala,
Justice
diba?
daw para sa mga hindi successful na naka-shift.
Ay, nag-shift ka ba? Nag-shift ba kayo?
No, I haven't
Yeah,
even
sige.
started.
What do you mean? Gusto mo mag-shift?
No, I mean, I haven't started college yet.
Anong edad ba nagsistart ng college na?
Hindi ba 18?
Yeah, about that.
Nako.
Okay.
Oops,
Okay.
Napa-time out ako bigla dun eh.
Nag-gap year ka ba?
Oo.
I'm fortunate enough na yung dad ko kasi magpe-pay for my college and shoutout nga po pala because I'm definitely sending the link of the finished podcast to my dad, pero shoutout nga po pala kay Boss David, you know, the best tatay there is na pinayagan akong mag-gap year. Well, gap years technically.
Sana
During the
all.
pandemic.
Kasi, man, prior to that, I was not in a very good mental place, so
Yeah.
man,
Very understandable. Like, sinabi ko nga rin sa Lika, if I had college kids during that time, I'm like, gusto mo mag-stop muna, okay lang.
Sana all.
I'm very fortunate for my dad. So shout out to Papa, the best.
So,
the
daw
best.
sa'yo.
To our
boss.
dads. Yes. Good job,
Boss.
bossing.
Best.
Nakay boss. Nung second year, yon, first year as a com student ko yon. May class kami na intro to film, ganyan. So, kasi like very heavy into like yung prof ko na yon, yung prof na natapat sa akin, siya na yung head ngayon ng DepCom. Nagpa-drop, pero yun nga, siya na yung
Level
head
up?
ngayon
Naku.
ng DepCom. Tapos parang very
tsaa.
heavy siya when it comes to like film analysis, filmmaking. Very critical siya, unlike other profs.
Oo.
So, kailangan bigatin ka, like, bongga ka gumalaw. So, as a parang bagong student doon, I have to parang level up then with my game. Pero, it
Yun,
didn't
step
actually
up.
happen. Kasi bago lang, so what should I do? Pero yun nga,
Mm.
nagkaroon ako ng Cine Minuto, which is silent film siya. Tapos, tawag dito, ayun, kinriticize siya ng prof ko. Tapos, sabi niya, okay naman daw, pero wala akong film language.
Film lang.
Film language, meaning yung parang, okay naman yung story ata. Pero, Alvin, correct me if I'm wrong, nakikinig ka ba? Sorry, may dinamay. Ano na yung film language?
May tamang support. Call a
Oo
friend.
nga eh.
Ano?
This is Jeopardy all of a sudden.
Labas mo na siya, wag na siya mahiya. Okay lang.
Okay. With the parang context, yun yung binibigyan niya sa pelikula, di ba? Ayun, so, narinig niyo ba siya? Narinig niyo ba siya? Hindi.
No, I
Okay.
honestly
Ay,
didn't.
maganda yung mic. Di narinig.
Sorry.
Ayun, film language is parang yung kinocompose. Ay, ano parang yun yung meron sa film mo to build the story din. Hindi lang yung narrative. Tama ba? Okay.
Kumbaga, all the
Oo
other
daw.
elements that make up a
Yeah.
film.
As a filmmaker, just di alam. Charot.
Oh,
Okay lang
Hindi,
yan.
filmmaker kasi yon. Siya talaga yung filmmaker, not me.
Mm-mm.
Pero yun nga, parang doon nag-start. I mean, hindi naman talaga, pero kasi I was thinking, kasi sa FEU may dalawang track. Napahaba.
Mm-mm.
May convergent media and digital cinema. Convergent media, doon ako, which is more on advertising, marketing, SOCMED, doon ako. Yun yung parang expertise ko.
Mm-mm.
And traditional media, TV, radio, ganyan. Tapos sa digital cinema, which is yung filmmaking, very focused sila into filmmaking. And probably they can also dabble with TV then or other medium. But dun sila focus sa film.
Like,
Tapos, sorry.
full-fledged films, ganyan, indie, ganon.
Lahat naman ng student-made films in indie. Kasi low budget, ganon. Unless may partner sila na have big production talaga. So, yon hindi na siya indie. And mainstream na if Viva, ganon, Star
Mm-mm.
Magic. Tapos, ayun nga, I started with that. Tapos parang, ang dami din namin naging, siguro 2 naging pelikula namin nung second year ako. Tapos parang, until na nag-pandemic, so stop lahat ng production, di ba?
man.
Yeah, until na siguro bumalik na lang ulit na gumawa kami ng documentary nung about yung sa nung pandemic, ayun, community pantry nung friend namin.
Yeah.
Gumawa kami. Pero alam ko wala akong masyadong nagawa doon kasi like as a, ano lang naman ako doon, as parang writer, ganon. Hindi talaga siya very focused on the technicalities of the film, just with the writing.
Okay na rin yun. Akala ko pa naman when you said na hindi ka kasama dun sa talagang
Like, I didn't do
group.
anything.
Yeah, yung di ba, yung meron kang
Oo.
usually pag sa group project, meron na,
Pabigat
nandun lang siya sa
din.
member, pero wala talaga siyang ginawa. Oo,
Naging
pabigat.
No, never.
It's suddenly a gym. May mga ang daming dumbbell. Ganon.
Ano,
I
trigger
love
warning?
that
Charot,
analogy.
trigger warning po. So, mga
Ay, sorry.
pabuhat dyan. Hindi, yung mga pabuhat.
Ah,
Sorry.
Oo, just me.
Wag kayong ganyan. Please.
Akala ko pa naman talaga yung ganun. Writer,
Yeah.
big thing naman yun sa filmmaking, no?
So, nung
Never underestimate a
pandemic
writer's
talaga,
power.
True. Nung pandemic, it's really hard kasi, ayun, naka 2 docu pala ako nung pandemic. One is yung sa frontliners. Nagsulat ako, tapos parang my prof chose it. Pero hindi talaga siya, like, if nasa field namin kayo, yung ginagawa ko right now, wala pa siya. Sakaling ng mga ginagawa ng mga kasama ko. Which is, ayun nga, kasama ko sila this month lang, April. Doon talaga yung legit na production ng film. Sa Bolinao kami nag-shoot. Parang saling kit-kit lang ako doon, parang. Pero, hindi naman parang, pero like, I got to experience everything. Kasi, hindi nga ako digital cinema. Tapos, project talaga siya thesis film siya nung kaibigan ko. So, I helped. Basta big production siya, I think, as a student. Kasi ang laki ng budget na nilaan, ang daming cameras, with the lighting. So, yung set doon pa sa Bolinao. So, production designer ako doon. Assistant production designer. And, ayun, dun ko na-experience talaga yung legit filmmaking kasi nagamit ko siya with my other productions pa like yung podcast namin. May podcast namin sa
Wow, may pa ganon. Yun, let's go.
Biglang name drop ng podcast.
as a class yon, as a class. Kaya parang dyan lang siya. Pero yun lang yung
Shout out sa class ni Miss Nicole.
hello. Experience ko
shout
lang yon with filmmaking. Yun lang. Parang feeling ko, starting pa lang ako. Kasi naiisip ko na siya. Initially talaga marketing ang gusto ko. Yun nga, internship ko na eh. Pero like, nung nag-start na ako with filmmaking, nung natututo na ako mag-edit kasi
This is Mike and Ham from Please Pause. Meron kaming munting podcast where we talk about all things TV and film. And despite that, surprisingly, we are still married.
Control freak ka kasi sa podcast na to.
30 seconds lang po ang meron tayo. Pakibilisan.
From blockbusters to classics, superheroes to love teams, hit series to teleseries, join us as we have meaningful and meaningless conversations on the stuff we watched. Someday, mababago ka rin ang tagline na yan.
Check out Please Pause on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and other major podcast platforms.
See you there!
Hi, my name is Mark Edem and I'm the host of Quantox the Podcast, a podcast show that we can discuss different hot trending topics from love, social media, politics, and many more. May pagkulitan makipagkwentuhan lang dito sa Quantox the Podcast. See you there!
If you liked our show and you want to show your support, please consider buying us a coffee. Check out the link on the description below. And don't forget to mention the name of this show when buying a coffee so we know it's for us. Thank you.
How about you, Yohann? Gano'n ang katagal ang ating photography?
Nag-start ako dun sa hobby ng photography, mga 2019. Pero yung interest ko sa cameras, nung high school pa, kasi di ba, pagka nakakita ng camera na SLR, parang, wow, ang ganda blurred yung background. Sobrang amazed ako doon. Pero wala naman kami na. So, never akong nakapag-explore. Parang nakapag-explore lang ako is nung college. Kasi may photography org sa LB. And shoutout sa UP Photos. Kasi ang sarap nung hobby mo. Lalo na if yung nakasurround sa'yo is same ng passion as yours. And ayun, kaya kung may supportive friends ka na, nakaka-push talaga mag-photography. And yung passion nga, parang pang ano ko to, 1920 to 20, 3 years ko na to into photography. Tapos, parang year by year, I try to improve naman. And recently, nung pandemic, naka-work ako sa local cosmetics brand and local coffee shop. Tapos, gusto ko actually sumama dun sa orgmate ko, si Kuya Carlo Kadang. Nag-shoot siya for Sunny's, I think. Oo. Tapos,
sana all.
nag-invite siya once, pero pandemic pa. So, hindi ako nakasama. Next time na lang daw. Ayun. Yun
Kuya
lang yung
Carlo, free na siya ngayon.
Baka
Kasi
naman,
may maluwag
Kuya
na.
Carlo.
Kuya Carlo, invite mo na siya ulit, please. Thank you.
I think, pag nagkausap ulit kami, invite niya ako. Tapos, everyone's been supportive naman sa photography journey ko. Tapos, same kami ni Nicole, actually. Nag-shift din ako. And, nung pagka-shift ko, third year na kasi ako nun sa Comsci, tapos nag-shift ako into Nutri.
Ay, ang lala. Patapos na, tsaka nag-shift.
Saan ka nag-shift?
Matatapang na tao.
I know, right?
Grabe, third year. Ang lakas ng loob mo.
Pagkatapos ko mag-shift sa Nutri, binulungan ako ng parents ko tsaka kuya ko, baka gusto mo mag-shift ka sa photography. Parang, di na ayoko na.
Oh,
We
sana
stand supportive.
all.
We
Pero,
stand.
parang list, na yun, pagka may sarili na akong pera.
That's
Oo,
fair.
photography
That's
ulit.
fair.
Ayun. So, yun yung journey ko sa photography.
Sana all. Oh my God, ilalaglag ko talaga yung magulang ko. Kasi totoo, ang gusto ko talagang course is fine arts kasi may ligaw mag-drawing. Sabi talaga ng nanay ko, walang pera sa art. Kung gusto mo mag-fine arts, pag-aralin mo sarili mo after kitang pag-aralin.
Shout
So,
out
I'm
sa
like-
lahat ng mga namatay na pangarap ba.
Oh my
Shout
God.
out.
True.
We see you, we stand. This is your representation right here.
Mwah! Ay,
It's
wait.
possible. It's possible.
That is your representation
Kung
right
gusto
here.
mong mag-shift ka na.
Lahat na ng klaseng
Never too late.
representation
Agahan mo.
nandito. Mga shifters,
yeah,
mga
true.
namatayang arts
Shifters.
dreams. This is your sign, pagpatuloy mo yan.
Push mo lang yan. Kahit anong itahak mo, may representative ka sa panel na to.
Tama.
Sa true lang. We've got you.
Yes. Johan, yung sa photography mo, yung ang niche mo is yung for media and advertising, or you also do like yung mga artsy na photos na yung may pa black and white and all that jazz and whatnot. Yung parang
So,
street photography, ganyan.
So far, ang gusto ko talaga is product photography. Doon ako naglilin. Pero never too shy naman to do street photography and portraits. Kasi sobrang hina ko talaga doon. Like, yung orgmates ko kasi, more on street talaga sila in portraits. And din yung kahinaan ko. So, pagkasama ko sila, wala akong magagawa kundi i-try din yung tinatry nila. So, sa
Feel
kanila
ko-
din ako natututo.
Feel ko kasi hindi unlike, feeling ko lang, perspective mo, since product photography siya, controlled mo siya. Unlike street, kasi ako, mas street din ako. So, parang pag ganun kasi more on the spontaneity lang, ganun, the mundane life, ganun lang. So, pag product kasi yun, feeling ko ganun ka, baka lang. Kasi pag product, like, you can get to parang, gusto ko ganito yung maging visual niya. Pero
That is-
like, it takes
Hindi
a
mo
lot
kailangan
to...
kausapin yung product para kung ano gusto
Totoo.
mong ma-bring to life. Hanggang ganun
lot
talaga
to,
yun.
effort to
It's an introvert's
do
dream.
something creative. Pag
Yun
product.
nga, so we have the quite representation.
Diba?
We have introverts, I have extroverts.
Yeah.
Shoutout din sa mga ambiverts na nandiyan dyan.
Ayan.
Nandito kami for you.
We're inclusive
Lahat na.
here.
You're very
I love
inclusive.
it. Do you have snippets or evidence of your work?
We require receipts, Your Honor.
Yes, resibo po.
Mga resibo, may hilig tayo dyan.
Like,
Dahil lahat tayo mga marites.
at dahil, sige, baliktad naman. Johan, ikaw muna. May ano ka ba dyan? Ebidensya.
Meron akong hinandang
Ayan.
shots throughout simula nung nag-photography ako hanggang sa pinaka-latest.
We love
Ano?
character development. Stan.
How do you want to do it? Share screen? Or, wait lang.
May,
Sige.
pwede kong i-share screen.
Sige. Go ahead. Tingnan natin.
Ayun, pwede.
Ayan.
Mm.
Oy!
Yun!
May portfolio! Bigatin!
Iba!
Medyo kinram kasi kanina ko lang siya inayos. Nagpatulong pa ako sa jowa ko.
Ayan.
Supportive, we stand.
Ito yung
Yun!
first.
Yun!
Ano siya, nung nag-Japan kami ng nanay ko, ito yung mga favorite shots ko kasi more on ano siya, parang, ayun nga, yung sinabi kanina wait lang, sorry, baka
Ni
mamaya
Nicole.
na pangalan.
Ni Nicole.
Sorry. Na mundane lang. So, ayan.
That's street.
Tapos
Slice of life.
hindi daw niya fault yung street photography.
Kaya nga, ang ganda,
Nakakapipot.
Hindi daw niyo.
Uwi na nga tayo.
I love the
Humble brag
photo
yung
dun
isa
sa...
eh.
Nako po.
Tapos tinry ko yung Arky, pero nahirapan din ako mag-eye ng Arky. Though siya yung pinakagusto ko sa lahat ng kasi ang ganda pag nakakahanap ka ng symmetry sa places around you.
And
Tapos,
girl, malaki daw kita with the Arky photography. Narinig mo na ba yun?
ang alam ko is yun sa mga real estate.
Mga buildings, ganon.
Ito yung sa event na Feb Fair. So far, yun pa lang yung event na naano ko.
Oh, nakita ko.
Ayan na. Yun na yung fault eh. Oh, boom. Shakalaka.
Sobrang lang siya. Sa Celeste.
Ang linis
Yan.
tignan, no?
Tapos actually, wala akong equipment. Ano lang talaga. Ang gamit ko dito is salamin lang and sunlight.
Wow. Golden hour.
Sa labas ka, no?
It's actually really good.
Medyo
3
tirik
PM?
ang araw. Siya, mga 2 to 3 p.m. Tapos, hirap na hirap ako na sa sobrang sakit sa mata nung araw. Ito yung first time ko mag-attempt ng product photography, yung glitter. Tapos yung next, yun yung pinaka-proud ako kasi cellphone lang yung gamit since nagkaroon yung org namin ng phone photography Parang yun yung pinupush since pandemic.
Mm-mm.
Tapos eto yung recent sa Cafe Pedro. Parang ano din,
Wait lang,
product.
nagutom ako ulit.
I
Sen-
know, right?
Biglang nagutom.
Ganda.
Tapos last is eto, nagtry ako ng
Yun!
portraits ng
Nag-try lang daw, ladies and
Try lang daw
gentlemen.
po iyan.
Try lang
Ayan.
daw.
Yan. So, thank you kasi na pakita ko yung folio ko sa inyo.
Ang
And
galing
You know
mo.
what?
Oh my
That's
God.
chef's kiss.
Like, don't ever say na, actually, mahina ako sa street photography. But actually, scratch. Go ahead and say na mahina ka sa street photography and sa arky para pag nilabas mo yung sa'yo, mga portraits mo, bam! Gulat
Bam.
na lang, oh. Ganda na strategy mo. Thank you so much, Yohann.
thank you din for appreciating.
Oh. How about you,
Yes.
Nicole? Labas mo naman yung sa'yo.
Okay.
Tamang flex lang po. Let's go.
Yes.
Hindi ko pa pwede kasi I mean, doon sa film kasi,
Kailangan may NDA. Hindi pwede.
this, this April lang namin siya, no? Tas nag-showing siya nung last week sa Cinematheque sa Manila.
I see.
Ooh.
Or do you have like BTS photos?
Eto, may teaser trailer kami.
Ayan.
Oo.
Yun!
Pero ayun nga, disclaimer lang, ako dito, assistant production designer. So, production designer meaning yung mga makikita yung mga kandila, gano'n. Sinabi na yung ginamit namin kandila, yung mga materials na makikita mo sa frame.
Okay. Kung i-oversimplify, kung sa elementary school project, ikaw yung props. Tama ba? For our kids, may trabaho siya in the future.
Oo, if you're
May
into
pagkakakitaan pa, huwag kayong
arts,
mag-alala.
ganun. Pero like, hindi naman talaga yun yung plan ko. I just wanted to help my friend. Pero yun nga, kasi mahirap siya kasi yung friend ko, disclaimer, maliit siya, tas girl, magkasing height lang kami, tas girl siya, tas mag-isa lang siya sa PD. So yung isa wardrobe design. So ako nag-help sa PD. Tas medyo mabigat din kasi minsan sa PD, gano'n. May ilalagay kang mga props, minsan, depende sa pelikula, pero very critical siya sometimes. Most of the time ata. Pero to, trailer.
Ayan. Popcorn.
Asan na yung...
Nagutom ako
paano
bigla,
ulit
tapos may pamuwi pa tayo.
I know, right?
Paano mag-share? Ayan, share screen.
Yan, share screen.
May options.
Oh, yeah, meron.
Ayan,
yan.
share sound. Ayan.
Ayan. Here.
Narinig ba?
Yun!
Okay. And si Kiko, si Francis.
Oh my God, I love the sound design.
Good morning.
Sa pelikula, pangalan niya si Kiko.
Si Kiko.
Yan. Pinili din namin yan, yung bahay. Ayan, written and directed by Francis Tavas.
Is it a silent film?
Yes. Walang dialogues. You won't hear their voices. Pero may yung sound ng environment nandun.
Oh, wow, that's so interesting.
Ay, oh my God, I'm sorry.
yes?
Pero stop sharing. Ay,
Music pa lang. Like, I'm
eh.
just gonna say this straight up. Music pa lang, I'm sold. Because it reminds me of, I think, 90s entertainment games, yung mga pixel games. And I love that thing, okay? Oh my God, I'm sold. That is so good.
It
Kung
got
sino
you
man
into the
pumili
mood.
nun, shout out sa'yo.
Once na
Chef's
may...
kiss.
I forgot wait lang. Let me check pa if it's okay. Kung sino yung sound director nito. Kasi may bigatin din yung sound director nito. I don't know him, pero alam kong bigatin siya kasi everyone
With
is...
weight to the name.
Yes.
I think.
Yun.
Para everyone was rooting for him. Wait lang.
Parang pansin ko sa filmmaking, there are so many roles, so many people, no?
Actually, 20 lang kami nung nag-shoot kami
Lang.
neto.
Noted
20,
on lang.
pero kasi during this, nung nag-shoot kami ng production neto, tawag dito, parang may mga sumunod from other production which is sinisibol din sila, pero ang title naman On the Shepherd's Warning. Another students film din, iba din nag-direct, pero like they help each other out. Ayun, part sila ng FEU Film Society. Yan, mga bigati dyan. Basta FEU Film Society, grabe, hands down.
Yeah.
Shoutout daw po sa FU Film Society. Yun.
Yes. I forgot
Shout
the name.
out.
Later. Well, later.
Ay, no prob, no prob.
No
Ayun
problem.
lang.
At dahil dyan, thank you, Nicole. Grabe.
Big preach. That was actually really, really good.
How about you,
Ay, yung link
Dana?
na send ko.
Hi, ayun. So,
Ito na ba? Ito na ba yung,
Eto
yung
na po ba?
ebidensya mo?
The
Ito na ba yung
receipts.
resibo?
the receipts are right here, Your Honors. She's right here. So, ako honestly, in terms of the voice work that I've done, they're mostly lang na either impressions or slash accent work slash the best idea that I could pull up for a certain, like, whatever script na ibibigay sa akin. Actually, ini-invite ako like around kanina lang. Ini-invite ako ng one of my friends na to sign up for an audition for a fan dub of a comic of a video game called Hades of one of his friends. So, we see where that goes. And the thing is, I'm not quite well versed yet with yung audio programs kasi oh my gosh, man, that's a whole other ballpark na kailangan aralin talaga. And since I've just been into this for like the past 2-3 months, I got a long way to go, but the inspiration is right there. So, without further ado, may paganon tayo.
Yes.
I think one of my main inspirations so far for character work is Estelle from sorry, is Estelle, one of her characters from one of my so far favorite cartoon series is Steven Universe. She voices this amazing character named Garnet. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing is, si Estelle, I think she is British, so yun lang, sure ko lang. I kind of managed to just slip into the accent
Can you do
here
an
and there.
impression?
For the impression, yes.
Yes.
Kailangan may pa-immersion pa ganun.
Sige.
So like in this scene, she's being given a phone by Steven na to talk to the mom ng kaibigan niya. Hello, this is Mom Universe. Yes, the children are playing swords. Sorry, playing with swords. They are bleeding. Oh no, they're dead. Don't call again. Sorry, I panicked.
Hindi. Sorry, nabenta sa akin yung script na, oh no, they're dead. I'm like, wow.
That's actually in the
That
episode
escalated
itself.
quickly.
That's in the episode itself. Kaya nung pinanood ko, huh?
Diba?
Tawa din ako. I'm like, oh my god, that those were one of the moments that really sold me on how much I loved Garnet as a character. She's amazing, chef's kiss.
Oh my God. As in, well, you did a really good job because I haven't watched that episode pero napatawa mo ko. You got the thing in. Like,
It's from the
Yes.
episode Fusion Cuisine. So baka lang naman if you wanna watch. Nagpa-sponsored.
Baka naman,
Your
Steven
best
Universe. Pero baka makopyright tayo.
May
bigla.
pa-shoutout.
Oh.
No, it's okay. You could cut that out if you prefer.
Ah,
Among other things.
I don't think so. That's fine. We're too
Mhm.
small.
Copyright ba?
I don't think so. I don't.
No, it won't be, I think. Feel ko it
If
won't.
mentioned lang in the end.
Mm.
Okay.
Other than that,
Like, sounds lang eh.
Other than that, I also, wala lang naman, sure ko lang, pride myself
Yeah, please.
I pride myself over sounding like an anime girl.
Oy! 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 Oy!
Yan ba yung mga yung ano
Please!
yun?
Gusto niyo ba?
Yes, 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 yes,
May
yes,
pa ganun.
yes, yes,
May
yes.
sinasabi sila mga ano sa TikTok.
I think favorite line ko is it's probably a bit too R18, but it's from a certain, I'm not actually sure from where, pero it's a anime meme na of this girl welcoming the main protagonist home. Para siyang POV.
Okay.
She welcomes home the guy and medyo alluring siya. So may paganan siya.
おかえりなさい、あなた。
Ay!
ご飯を食べるお風呂にするそれとも、あ、た、し
Babe, uwi na ako. Uwi ka na. Di na ako galit. Ano ba?
May paganon eh, no?
Alande. Alande, lande.
Yes, ang
So that was
galing!
the point.
I love that how you make it. Oh, diba? From British to Japanese real quick. Magaling mo naman.
Thank you. Ako pa, honestly lang kasi when I enjoy something, I immerse myself in it. Kasi like a bit of background. When I was in FEU Cavite, so ayun,
Yes,
shoutouts mga
tama Rose
Tamaraw.
talaga. Oh.
Tamaraw talaga. When I was in FEU Cavite in my 12th grade, wala lang, I joined out of nowhere yung theater club doon.
Mm-mm.
So I really enjoyed being with these people na you want to portray something that's not quite you, or it could be you, and it makes it easier to slip into character. And sa akin, honestly, I was given a character. We had yung arts month, I think, is around February sa school before. And we had a production play na ang role ko was a mom, as I usually am with my friend groups. Ganun talaga eh.
I get the vibe.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ang daming bumati sa akin na
Don't
Happy Mother's Day. So,
worry.
shoutouts sa mga anak ko, ganun.
I'm also
Char.
the mom in our friend group. Not because of just my age. Kahit nung college pa kami ako na yun.
That, age does not constitute what the mom friend is. Ganun.
Yeah.
So, I was given the role of a mom, but the thing was, okay, medyo madamdamin. Pero, yung kwento kasi nun is kind of like the story of me and not really story as in, but like the dynamics of me and my mom around that time. So, medyo nailang si girl, na of all the roles, kailangan yung role talaga nung mismong nanay ko yung ipi-play ko in this thing, Universe, grabe naman. Yun yung bigay mo sa akin. Anyway, needless to say, I kind of forgot like a good chunk of the play. I forgot like a chunk of the script kasi medyo lulutang-lutang din ako around that. So, that was like one of the moments I think I decided na, yeah, if I have to memorize something, I don't think it's gonna be for me. So that was when I was suggested by one of my friends na try voiceover work. You don't have to memorize them that much. And you have the script in front of you, babasahin mo. I'm like, that's fair.
Yeah.
So, shoutout nga po pala sa mga kaibigan ko na
nagtulak sa'yo
got
sa
me to
tamang
where
dahas.
here I am, yes. And then, I made new friend groups over the pandemic because, yeah, I was during that gap year. I made new friend groups over these games. And I think that was also when I started realizing na I like the characters and some of their voices. And we would have like just moments na we make impressions of the voices. So I'm not sure if mahanap ko, but I think I can find a good example.
Sure you can.
Of one of my favorite ones. Wait lang. Hanapin ko. So this is that character. Her name is Vora. And I think her background is French, I think. But this is what she sounds like.
Magistrate hide their lust for power under the guise of justice. But true power only comes when one drops the pretense.
You know, like that.
Wait, was that you?
No, that was from the
Oh,
laptop. Or sorry, from the website.
okay, okay. I
And
was
she's one of
like,
my favorites when it comes to, yung voice acting,
so can you do an impression?
as you do. The paladins and magistrate hide their lust for power under the guise of justice. But true power only comes when one drops the pretense.
Alam me!
May pa ganon.
Okay, guys, since alam ko Johan and Nicole, you have trouble sleeping, let's do a recording of just Dana's voice talking to us while we sleep. Pwede na,
may
daig pa niya
pa-sleep
ang sound
aid si ate.
waves.
Grabe, how?
Grabe!
I don't know. Puberty. Yun lang yun.
Wait,
Would
hindi-
you believe me if I said na hindi ganito kalalim boses ko when I was like, what, 12? I
like,
was a soprano one dati. Like, grabe. Wala na akong singing voice whatsoever.
okay lang, napunta naman sa voice acting eh.
True.
Yay.
Pang-akit. Charot.
Ito talaga yung path sa akin ng universe. I will heed the universe's call.
Hindi ka raw pang choir. Hindi ka raw pang church choir, ahem.
Pang ibang klaseng chorus ata dapat eh. For a different platform daw ata.
Yes.
Kaya na ba?
Ladies, oh my God, thank you for sharing. Now, we are gonna talk about, so since you're all under the umbrella of multimedia arts and performing arts, am I saying it correctly?
Yes.
All right.
Performance
So,
arts.
given the current time, since post-pandemic na, and I think most of you are already back to school, face to face, and whatnot after everything that has happened during the past few years. How has your craft affected your life today? Nicole.
Yun.
Ah.
Kala mo may pa-index card na dulo.
Recitation. Hindi ka titingin sa prompt.
Presentation.
Walang sasagot ha. Sige, tatawag ako.
Naku po.
Yung pag face-to-face, hindi ka talaga titingin, no? Charot.
Hindi ka talaga dapat tumitingin.
Pero, ayun nga, like, before pandemic, kasi I'm not into filmmaking naman. I mean, hindi naman ako ganun ka-passionate when it comes to filmmaking. Although, I really wanted to volunteer to parang help, ganun. Matagal ko naman siyang gusto. Pero yun nga, once na nakapag-volunteer na ako, tama ba yung sagot ko? I mean, kasi with your question again, nakalimutan ko ulit yung question, di ba?
Like, how has performance arts, your filmmaking affected your life na?
How has it affected my life? Ayun, after pandemic, ngayong post-pandemic life na, naka-experience na ako ng, yun nga, nasa shoots na ako. Actually, hindi lang naman sa Bolinao yun. Hindi naman sa filmmaking lang. Yung sa podcast din namin na parang naging talk show. Ganon. So, sa studio talaga kami nag-shoot. Multimedia producer ako for that. So, like, I got to help with parang overseeing everything from the PD set design, with the design graphics of everything, tapos with the writing, with the video editing. Tapos, I also got to help with editing. Parang naturuan ako mag-edit ng pelikula. So, parang very good thing na medyo na lift. Sana tuloy-tuloy pa rin, though, like, na medyo na-lift yung sa pandemic because as a parang aspiring, aspiring filmmaker na, pero like,
You are.
malay mo, ayun nga, as an
Yeah.
aspiring filmmaker, it's a big help then. Although, syempre, challenge din nung nasa pandemic na you have to maximize your resources. But it's kind of sad kasi 2 years, tama ba? 2 years tayong naka-lockdown. So, yun nga, after pandemic, nakaka-experience na namin na talaga, into action na yung mga ginagawa namin before na theoretical, very theoretical talaga. Ayun, which is para sa lahat naman eh, I think most of lahat ng industry, yun din yung
Mm,
sentiments.
totoo.
Yun lang.
I have a question. Kung hindi nagpandemya, tingin mo ba you'll be still as immersed into filmmaking as you are today?
I feel like mas maaga ako ma-expose.
Ah, I
Kasi
see.
may mga production naman na kami supposedly
Oo.
ng second year. Kasi second year, second sem nagkaroon ng pandemic eh.
Mm-mm.
So, and tsaka nung entire third year namin, fourth year na ako now, for those na nanonood and nakikinig. Fourth year na ako now, graduating na.
Okay.
Sana! Ayun. So, yan. Second year, second sem, and the entire third year ko, parang may mga production classes kami. Tapos parang, hindi namin siya na-push through. Pero yun nga, feeling ko if walang naging pandemic, mas napaga ako with, falling in love with film. Kasi kaya lang naman ako nag-marketing kasi parang yun yung suitable at the time
Mm-mm.
nung pandemic na i-maximize talaga.
Oo.
Mm.
Is the easiest, well, not the easiest. I can say the easiest kasi yun yung dahilan bakit ko siya kinuha eh, para may diploma ako sureball eh.
Hindi naman siya easy, pero
Pero
if you
I
have
mean, if you have,
the,
kaya naman
idea,
siya. If
like
you have
the
the idea, more or
passion.
less it's all the same eh. Alright, how about you, Dana? Like, kung over the years, how has voice acting helped you or affected your life?
That's a tall question, Chief. I think with the field of voice acting, how has it affected my life? Ako personally kasi, I had this insecurity back then when I think I was around 14 na, yun nga, when I said earlier na my voice wasn't quite as deep as this.
Mhm.
It was such a major insecurity kasi when you're around when you're high school, you're around girls laging medyo higher pitchy yung boses. So I was like, babae ba ako or what? Like I feel like I'm missing out,
Right,
the
right.
existential dread, the identity crisis. Yeah,
Right,
it was all right there. But then I realized because of various characters that I've watched uh in series like on YouTube or like cartoon series or on film, talagang representation matters no matter how small it is. And like to this day, when it comes to at least deeper voices, I think yung voice actress ni Neon from Valorant, if you know her, si
Yay.
Vanille Velasquez. I remember
Yes.
seeing a tweet she put out noon before kasi I followed her for a while. She put out a tweet before na as a question, how does it feel for girls that have, the deeper voices? And like my brain just short circuited like, oh my god, they have this issue too. I'm like, man, I feel seen as heck. Bruh. That's what it made me realize nga na the arts will always bring forth the best in people and or what tawag na to, like yung hindi mo aakalain na insecurity mo and then you maximize it and it becomes your strength, that's empowering right there. We love to see it. And I saw in like her comment thread nga na a lot of people feel the same way, especially because she is a voice actress herself. She voices
Right.
Neon. And when I heard her voice as well, I was like, damn, bro. This is her. This is Filipino representation right there. This is deeper voiced girls representation right there. Man, it really urges you to move on forward and, pursue that eventually in the future. So I live and breathe multimedia arts.
That is so inspiring.
I
True.
know.
Like, if I had your way of how you said your stuff a while ago, when I could say it back then when I was still a kid, baka pinag-fine arts nga ako ng nanay ko, tinuloy na lang niya. Sige anak, fine arts ka na lang. Ang
That
inspiring.
definitely
It's so
says
nice
then,
to hear. It's really so
that
nice to
definitely
hear.
says a lot then on the shifting culture towards multimedia arts and pop culture.
Mm-mm.
The movement is right there. It's, dati kung titignan na weird ka for liking any of
Ah.
this stuff. I was definitely one of those kids na sinabihan ng ganon, right there. Pero now it's suddenly all cool na mahilig ka sa ganito.
Mm-mm. Totoo.
Man, it feels surreal.
Totoo yan. Totoo yan. Oh my God. Thank you.
Ganda.
Sobrang
Kinilig ako
nakaka-inspire.
doon.
Like, my
Legit.
14-year-old self would wish na sana narinig niya yun. Honestly. It was so nice to
Oh.
hear. Thank you.
Hmm.
At dahil dyan, sana di ka na-pressure yun sa sinabi ni Dana. No?
No pressure ha, sorry.
Pero pala sumunod kay Dana.
Okay, last na ako
Like-
lagi. Ganun na lang.
Like,
Part of
ikaw
my
naman,
surname naman,
Johan, like, you
alphabetical.
being a photographer and shifting everything para mag-pursue photography, how has it affected your life?
Yung sa shifting, lagi ako nagsisisi na late ako nag-shift. Kasi first year pa lang, may thought na ako na mag-nutri na lang kaya ako kasi nahirapan ako sa comsci. I feel like this isn't one of my passion anymore. Kasi nung high school ako, kala ko easy lang yung coding eh. Kasi gusto ko din talaga yung pagko-code. Tapos hindi pala, hirap niyang intindihan lalo na pagka yung math. Pero yung naging release ko yung photography nung sumaling ako ng UP Photos. Parang doon ako na-excite kasi habang matanaw ng orientation nila, lagi nilang binabanggit. Meron silang photo walks na kung san-san. Tapos, ang main photo walk nila pag second semester is yung Binondo na Chinese New Year. So, yun yung hinintay ko. Tsaka yung Maski Pops kasi lagi silang shooter doon. Nandun lagi yung photos. Ang kaso lang is nag-pandemic. So, whenever ako nakapag-photo walk sa Binondo, tapos hindi rin ako nakasama sa Maski Pops kasi ako nun, baby batch. Pina-prioritize nila yung older batch.
I
Ay,
see.
sorry question. Yung Maski Pops ba, meron din sa LB? Kasi nakapunta lang ako sa UPD. Like, lahat ba ng UP may Maski Pops or sa UPD lang?
Sa UPD lang. Ang namin
okay.
is have fair lang talaga for all. I think.
Saya, ang ganda ng Maski Pops nung 2018, 2017. Yung may pa-slime, yung different color.
I think feeling ko pagka nakita niyo yung photos ng Orco, mas ma-appreciate niyo. Mas magaganda kasi shots nila sa akin. Promise yun.
Yung ba yung nirelease sa page ng Maski Pops?
Ang alam ko may mga shots dun yung orgmates ko. If ever, ililink ko na lang later.
Yes, please.
Iyon.
Ayos.
Ayun. During pandemic, naging release ko lang din talaga siya. Tapos parang, in-urge ako ng kuya ko na, pwede mo yung gawing somehow, if gusto mo ko extra money, maghanap ka ng mga nag-accept ng product shoots. Nag-try ako, nagsa-scout talaga ako. As in, never ako nag-stop mag-email. Simula pandemic hanggang ngayon, nag-email pa rin ako. Tapos, may mga tumanggap naman, merong hindi rin nag-reply. Which is yun yung medyo masakit for me. Kasi, sa dinami-dami ng ini-email ko, parang ano ba naman yung isang reply. Though okay lang naman if marami din talaga sila nare-receive na email. So, ayun, thankful ako na nagkaroon ako ng experience dun sa local cosmetics brand, which is Celeste. Tsaka, yung local coffee shop dito sa amin. Kaya pag pupunta kayo San Pablo, inom kayo doon sa Cafe Pedro.
Yun?
Yan.
Yeah.
Shoutout kay
Shoutouts.
Cafe Pedro. Shoutout po. Maraming salamat po from San Pedro din. Kaya Cafe Pedro.
Pablo po.
San Pablo.
San Pablo.
Okay, Cafe Pedro from
Sa San
San Pablo.
Yeah. Cafe Pedro from San Pablo. Yun.
Ay, wait. Have you tried sa mga parang e-cup? May page na gano'n sa Facebook yung e-cup. Independent.
Doon ko nakuha yun sa Celeste actually.
Ah, nice. Sa ano din actually, if willing ka and parang gusto mo talaga sa Upwork, yung mga ganun. Kasi ang daming naghahanap, promise, ang dami. Hindi lang yon Fiverr, yung mga
I would
freelance
suggest Fiverr more kasi for Upwork kailangan mo ng matinong portfolio para lang maging member. For Fiverr, you can start with nada.
Mm-mm.
Tapos you dictate your own prices and everything. Mm.
I will
Try
choose
mo.
Fiverr.
Try
Yung
Fiverr kasi doon ko din nabuo yung freelance writing profile ko. I mean
Yes.
portfolio rather sa Fiverr.
Matry nga.
Oo,
Fiverr.
Fiverr is really really nice.
sa Upwork
Time to
kasi
reactivate
kailangan ng
Fiverr.
connects. Tapos,
Oo.
Oo.
Ang
ang
hirap.
hirap kahanap ng client sobra. Ang tight ng competition din.
Actually, no. Malaki, saturated kasi yung
May
market.
scammers pa.
Whoopsies!
Kahit ata sa online jobs PH, meron ding scammers na
Dati wala namang ganun dun eh. Kasi nga, tayo, Pinoy-Pinoy lang naman yun nandun eh.
At this point, I think it's rather inevitable na din eh. When
Mm-mm.
everything's absolutely digitalized on the
Right,
internet.
no?
Mm-mm. Hard to avoid.
Mm-mm. At dahil dyan, Johan, thank you so much. Give me one pro and one con of being a girl in in your niche. Let's start with Johan. Pro and
yung,
con of being a photography girl.
yung pro is makaka-encourage ka ng ibang girls or mag-join in sa niche mo. Since yung con is, alam niyo ba yung issue ng Canon last year, I think? Yung
Ano yun?
ambassadors nila is puro lalaki. Wala man lang
Oh,
female
yikes.
representation. And ang alam ko, umalis dun si Jilson Chu kasi nga, na-realize na mali for Canon. Maling move ng Canon yun. Kasi kumuha sila ng foreigner pero never silang kumuha ng babaeng photographer. Ang dami-daming photographer na babae na sobrang Canon user din. And
Yeah, oo nga
ewan
eh.
ko lang. So, siguro yun yung pro and con na mismo na we can uplift those women who take photography and con is mas inaano pa rin talaga yung men na into photography.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Like, if tingin mo, what can be done para ma-alleviate yung con na yun?
For me, I think okay siyang, paano ba? Hayaang i-explore habang bata pa. Kasi bilang
Shout out
mahal
sa
ang mga
parents.
equipment yung sa photography, parang
Right.
iaano mo yung bata na, "Uy, 'wag mo hawakan yan, mahal yan, 'di natin
Oo
kayang
nga,
bayaran."
oo
Parang
nga.
True.
it's
Sa true
better
lang. Oh my God.
it's better to let them explore and doble ingat na lang din talaga. Parang don't lose your eyes dun sa bata or
Mm-mm.
basta let them explore hangga't gusto nila para baka ma-take interest nila and they grow up to be someone who inspires others too.
Awesome. Oo nga, tama nga yan.
Sa
Parang,
true lang.
alam mo, nung sinabi mo yung wag mo hawakan yan, tawag dito, mahal yan, di natin kaya. Sobrang nag-flashback, sobrang daming beses sinabihan ako ng nanay ko na, don't touch, don't have money. Look only, don't touch. I'm like, yes,
Mm-mm.
mama. Yes,
The
mama.
trauma is right there, you know.
The trauma is there.
We're bringing it right back.
Yes.
Pero ingat ka na ganun ka pa.
Oo,
Parang hindi
nakaganon
mo
na.
ano.
Oo.
Napagdadaan sa
Yung kamay mo
thrift store.
nakaganon. Oo.
Pag mga
Sobrang
babasagin
tempted
na,
mag-touch.
nakaganon.
Like ano pa yung may rhyming words pa na nakalagay na it's ano to? It's nice to look, it's good to hold, but if you break it, consider it sold.
Yeah, yung mga slogan sila right there.
May
Bro,
ganon. Like talagang,
grabe.
ay di wag, hindi ko nahawakan, sorry.
I am absolutely deterred. Wag na.
Wag na. How about you, Dana? Like a pro and a con of being a voice acting girl.
Huh. I think again, like I've mentioned earlier, na with the voice acting community or industry, a pro that I consider is you meet more people in the community. You know, with social media, it's easier to find. Well, it's relatively easier to find people of the same interest. You know, Reddit is there, Twitter is right there. Sometimes Tumblr. I think that's one of the first places I looked at. It's easier to find people with the same interest and do the same things as you. And like I said, the representation absolutely matters. So right there, Miss Vanille Velasquez, shout out po sa'yo, ano? You're an absolute inspiration. And I think for the con naman, ayun, as we mentioned earlier, wala kang future dyan, ganon, na sinabi sa'yo. Yes, the trauma is still fresh right there. Pero I think sa akin, like on a smaller scale, it's ewan ko lang personally, it's absolutely easy to be sexualized by the
Right.
community.
Right.
Kaya minsan nakaka-deter if you do
Oo.
that kind of work kasi you will be eventually asked if you could do that thing. And
Right.
I
Like,
remember
what's the worst one? Yeah.
I think I remember kasi 'di ba I said I try to do anime girl voices. So
Mm-mm.
eventually that kind of discussion pops up na that kind of anime girl.
Right, right, right.
Whenever I'm on Discord, kaya minsan nakakapanghinayang. But at the same time, I use that to my advantage.
Like how?
Na it's I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's absolutely easy to fluster somebody so long as you make it personal to them. Na alam mo yung parang nangtitease ka nung
Oo.
tao. If you
Oo.
tease them in that sort of voice, it's absolutely effective, to shut them down. Kaya,
Mm-mm.
yun na lang. So,
Like, how do you do
both a
it?
pro and a con.
If you don't mind, like, how do you do it? Like, how do you shut them down?
I think, let me try to recall one. Hindi naman to the point na shut them. Kasi usually it segues into, like for me, it starts out na, with that, usually ang ginagawa kong segue was that yung POV character, yung girl yun. Okay, Ninasay, anata. It goes like that. Tapos sasabihin sa akin, baka naman, kaya mong umungol din ng parang ganon. I'm like, the conversation usually turns to like that.
Okay.
And sabi ko na lang, sometimes kung close ko yung person or like medyo in the teasy mood, it depends on the person though. I will say it depends on the person if they shut down or if they keep pursuing. Sabi mo, wouldn't you like to know whether boy? Parang ganon. And usually for me, it's become effective na hindi na nila tutuloy yung pestering.
Mm-mm.
So I'm like, easy. You ain't touching that anymore. And matututo na lang sila na wag nang kulitin.
So, like,
yeah.
It's parang my mind is trying to wrap around the idea na you're shutting them down by sort of giving them what they want.
When you tease them kasi ng ganon, sometimes, again, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And at least for the most part, it's worked with me na if you say no, sometimes they will stop. You know, that kind of thing. You just go up close and personal to the mic and go, no, absolutely not. Ganon. And sometimes that's enough. Sometimes that's enough, sometimes it isn't. And you just play it off from there.
Like, how often does it happen? Like, how often? Talaga.
I am very picky when it comes to joining Discord servers at the very least. So,
that's good.
At the moment, hindi na nangyayari kasi I've left quite a lot because I like to disappear without further announcement. I am but a ghost in the wind. Ganon.
This is not
So
an
it doesn't
airport. You don't
happen
need to
as much
announce your
anymore.
departure.
This is not the airport, I don't need to announce my departure from this place. So, adios. I don't need to say anything anymore. Ganun na lang. And it's so far been pretty tame, Pinagbibigyan ko yung some of my friends at times kasi I like them naman. And it's fun to tease some people. Like they don't know na kaya mo pala yung ganun. Lalo na if there's new people. Wala lang. It's just fun. It's all in goodwill lang naman. Yeah.
you would know kasi the difference na nagpapasample for kasi curious or dahil tropa and nagpapasample kasi parang alam mong may
Mm-hmm.
hidden agenda
Absolutely.
mamayang gabi or whatever. Na
Oo,
parang,
may pa ganon.
oo.
I've gotten a bit better at discerning people kasi I, k- I pride myself in being able to read a room pretty quickly.
That's good.
And if I don't like your vibe, I ain't talking. I
Yeah.
ain't talking to you. Mm-mm.
Bye.
Mm.
Don't need
Bye.
you. I think
Bye, Felicia.
this can be a lesson to especially to the young girls. Kasi like honestly me, I learned this really late that you're allowed to say no. You're allowed to
Mm-hmm.
leave. You're allowed to uh hell with their feelings. Kung di ka komportable, just go. Like I
Yep.
learned that really late. Yeah, this is a good message. Thank you, Dana.
You're
Mm.
welcome.
And for you, Nicole, a pro and a con of being a filmmaking girl.
Oh, wait lang. May parang medyo follow-up ako with what we
Oh
talked
yeah.
like with
Sige.
Dana.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Oo nga
kasi
eh.
sometimes I'm not sure kasi like I'm not really that into animes. Like may mga
Mm-hmm.
nire-request sila like ara-ara ba yun? And I feel like it's kind of, isn't it sexual or ewan? Like they would ask you, why don't you try saying ara-ara? Like patry, ganun. So, parang, what's that? I'm not into
Yeah,
anime. Ano
I
yun?
think Dana would be
So,
the best person to explain what is
is it
ara-ara.
for ano?
For like that kind of anime. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not the biggest anime fan either. And saka ko lang din nalaman yung the spiel, yung Okairi na sai. Like welcome home, darling. That's what it means in English. I learned that mostly from a meme, and then I've learned the ara ara thing from a meme. Then so I'm not sure if it's meant to be sexual or whatever. Pero kasi if I'm not mistaken, ara ara means like oh my, yung parang ganun like, oh my, yung parang ganun na tone. So it's
Mm-mm.
I think it's roughly used in that kind of anime as well. So
Eto, I looked it
yun.
up. It says here on Google, ara-ara, I'm sorry, bulok ako mag-R. It's a term
It's
that
okay.
actually it's a term that actually has a few different definitions, but more or less it's oh my or oh no or It's usually
Mm-hmm.
used by females to express some sort of surprise or amusement, sometimes in response to a man. Na ako
Mm-hmm.
naman na-expose ako sa ara-ara through TikTok. Like yung mga
Yeah.
nagana
Yeah.
ara-ara, yung mga ganyan.
Medyo ano lang siya, parang nung dumating siya sa TikTok, doon siya medyo na-lean dun sa side na hindi maganda. Though,
I see.
it's ano
Mm-mm.
talaga, parang normal siya gamitan sa anime. Parang casual ano. Pero, yun nga, dahil may mga voice na nakakaamo sa anime, dun
Mm-hmm.
siya nagagamit.
Yeah.
Oo.
Once na it came dun sa social media and it became kind of mainstream and it
Mm-hmm.
was used in that kind of context. So baka parang many people thought na
Yun na
it's
It was
yun.
like
for
that,
that.
yeah.
But it's kind of alarming. Like whenever na someone would ask kasi sa Valorant, like there are
Mm.
so many random guys who would talk to you and then sasabihin, can you try? Kasi may times na sinasabi, oh, are you a streamer? Kasi like, pag nag-Valorant ako, tapos I talk to them, say, are you a streamer? Ganyan, ganyan. Like, nung bago pa lang Valorant, magtataka kasi ba't may girl na naglalaro. Tapos parang, can you try saying ara-ara? Ganyan, guys. Parang, weirdos. Hindi ko na lang papansinin. Tapos, ayun lang, baka lang kasi mamaya somehow sexual siya. Buti na lang, I never do those
Yep,
stuff.
it's somehow sexual. I mean, pag
Ayun.
That's
pinasa in
why
that context.
ako personally, that's why I never got into Valorant that much kasi
Same.
alam na when it comes to that kind of culture within games,
Grabe yung horror
it's
stories
never,
ng members
it's not a safe space.
Ay,
not a
you
Pero
can
when it,
opt to play with your friends naman.
natamad ako, yun lang yun. Natamad ako now when it comes to online games because I know it's gonna be another rabbit hole that I am never gonna get out of. Ma-addict, ganon. Pero when it comes to, ano naman, yung ara-ara, with like friends, sa friends ko, personally, I like doing it kasi it's fun to tease them that way na kaya mo yung ganun. Pero whenever there's somebody new or somebody random, I do it and then gauge their reaction. See where it goes from there. Yung ganun na lang. But when the vibe, when I am uncomfortable with the energy we have produced in the studio today, Your Honor, mga ganun,
Mm-mm.
there's like, nah, I ain't going down there anymore. Mm-mm.
Right,
Be
right.
careful then with your
Mm-mm.
friends kasi like not all your friends will be the nicest people.
True.
Kasi some
Mm-mm.
friends are just a friend of your friend and malay mo. But yun nga, parang warning lang din to everyone na nagli-listen and most likely
Yes.
girls ang ano na to ang audience na to.
Yep.
So, yun din, like be careful na lang with your friends and who you be friend with kasi sometimes baka isipin mo friends kayo pero like baka pagtatry ka ng mga ganyan tapos isipin niya something sexual. So,
Oo, 'di ba?
careful.
Ano lang kasi parang sana kung personal sexual pero like you made the sound kasi nag-request sila din mag-iisip sila. Siguro kanyari, siguro si Nicole pag may
Baka
guy,
isipin easy
ganyan-ganyan siya.
siya.
Oo,
ganyan.
yan,
Like that's
yan,
how she is and
right.
ganon,
Oo.
right?
Eh parang ikaw, nagbigyan lang kita kasi friends tayo, ba't ganyan ka mag-isip?
Stand your ground.
Yeah.
Don't, parang wag kang matatakot, please.
Mm-hmm.
I know it can be scary, but please be brave. Oh, tama.
Yes.
Asa tama lang.
Mas okay na mawala ng kaibigan kasi
Diba?
kaysa marami kang kaibigan na hindi mo
True.
naman mapagkakatiwalaan.
Tama.
Sa totoo lang.
Sa true lang.
Kasi
Sa true lang.
as you age, wow, kala mo naman tanda. Pero like, someday ma-filter din yung mga friends na yan.
Filter
I have
din
never
yan.
felt that truer until through the pandemic. Bro, I've only like boiled down my friends to like probably just 20 people or so far. Kasi sobrang picky ako. And then when it comes to the servers, pag may drama, grabe. Ibang usapan yun, be. Pag may drama na within the server, dun magkakaalaman sinong ganito, sinong ganon. Yeah, your girl is tired of that
Don't
kind
have the
of drama.
energy to deal with your drama.
No more. Kaya sa akin, at least personally, when I say it na my friends, these are the ones that I've,
You can really say.
objectify, pero yung tried and trusted.
Yeah.
Tried and trusted na mga
You've been
kaibigan.
through thin and thick na.
Yun. So I trust them.
With the pros and cons of tayo, right?
Yun, let's go back.
Nicole, what is the pro? Give me one pro and one con of being a filmmaking girl.
Siguro, as a filmmaker, feeling ko pag once na nasa industry ka na, kasi sa amin, sa circle namin, well, sa university namin, ayun na lang. Kasi sila pa lang naman nakakatrabaho namin. More likely, pro is, karamihan kasi pag com ka, baklaan eh.
Alright. Parang komportable na agad-agad.
Yep,
Yeah. Well, may mga guys, like very otilaw talaga yung guys na I worked with nung nag-work kami sa Bolinao. So, parang yung pro is, you get to work with people na part ng community and parang as a girl, ano nga bang pro as a girl? Ayun, with the creative input. I mean, I'm not belittling the community. Pero syempre, I mean, ano nga ba? When it comes to writing also, I think, parang iba yung, halimbawa, when it comes to yung stories na very feminist, iba ang atake ng babae sa lalaki when it comes to writing a film. And, yes, and directing a film, of course. Iba yung vision ng babae sa lalaki when it comes to those kind of stories. With the cons naman, yun, when I was in PD, yung manual labor, that's the con. And feeling ko pag nasa industry ka na, sorry, naging dalawa na. Pag nasa industry ka na, may mga predator talaga na, di ba? Pag kunyari nag-start ka lang, kasi usually talaga, pag nasa pelikula ka, mag-start ka as PA. Unless ang ganda ng credential mo, ng portfolio mo. Ayun, usually PA talaga ang start. And hindi mo maiwasan na as a production assistant, maaabuso ka. So, be careful na lang with the people you work with and sana keep in touch with the HR if meron man. With your production manager if you're in my field, and don't hesitate to message someone na nasa film industry lang, and be careful with the people you work with. And syempre kasi pag nasa film industry ka din, may mga inuman after or like during the shoot, hindi mawawala yun. So, ayun, may inuman. So, may mga, yung iba pa nga, parang may mga naglalandian din. So, ayun, be careful lang. Baka mamaya may jowa siya, asawa. So,
Right, right.
whoops, careful.
Kailangan talaga mag-ingat, Diyos mio. Like, that, you, mostly naman kasi, yung person na yun, it's not what he or she seems. So, yung parang may uncharted territory na pala na tinatapakan mo yan. You're not very, very sure. Ang hirap maging babae. Yung
We
parang,
play things on hard difficulty.
I love I
I
love
love.
that.
Shout out to the
I
girls who game, you
love.
know.
Shout out to girls who game. Yes,
True. Oo
queens.
nga,
Like,
true.
isn't it, parang sana, like, I wanna take photos. I wanna make a movie. I wanna do voice acting and skits. Can't I just do that and leave the part that I'm a girl alone? Because in the
Mhm.
grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Diba? Parang in a perfect world, I would wish na ganun na lang talaga.
Yun din, yung sa sinabi ni Nicole kanina with the pros na iba yung atake ng babae when it comes to like in the filmmaking. Again, shout out to the girls who game, pero I seriously admire female video game developers kasi chef's kiss. Iba talaga yung atake or what they bring to the table and whether they
Yes.
understand the assignment ganon. It's entirely different and it shows you like a whole different world when it comes to the media you consume. Kaya nga, naiirita ako na medyo naging mini rant no? When it comes
Go
to
lang.
video games that say that they don't play video games because it caters to the male fantasy. My guy, you are limiting yourself to which games you are playing because
Yes.
it's the 21st century. There are female game developers. We bring things to the table.
Yeah.
You know, yun nga lang, the con is medyo either hindi kilala or it just gets brushed under the table with
Yep.
that kind of content, you know.
Gotta
But when you
break
give it a
that glass
chance,
ceiling. Yeah.
when you give something a chance, it's absolutely, amazing. So
Mm-mm.
yes, we represent that here.
Yes, thank you so much. Totoo, yeah, like, it's really hard to be a girl in, I believe, any industry. Except siguro my industry kasi we're predominantly female sa flight
That's
attendant
true.
industry. Pero hard din kasi since we're predominantly female, ang assume agad is kung sa
Mm.
masahe, pwede ang happy ending. Parang ganon.
Mm.
Woo!
Or,
Yikes. Ibang
yun.
iba.
Well, anyway, ladies, you are also amazing. Like, I wish I could prolong and talk with you guys forever, but unfortunately, we're already out of time. Any last words to our audience? Let's start with Dana. Let's start with Dana.
Any last words? But parang
I mean,
mala villain sasabihin. Any last words before you go? Yun na lang, yun yung last words ko. Charot! I know, I hope everybody, regardless na lang of gender, but also especially to the girls that are listening, in the future when this comes out, because this will take a while. Shout out po ulit sa editor. Kaya niyo po
Hoy,
ito.
no pressure.
No pressure. Pero to take it from one of my favorite theater plays and or musicals, don't throw away your shot, Shout out sa mga kuha ng reference. Absolutely, like, don't throw away your shot when it comes to an opportunity being presented on the table. Because you never know, you truly would not know until you try it. And even if you don't like it, if you've got that safety net, you can back away. If it's not meant for you, then it's not meant for you. But there will be something else out there. And kumbaga sa akin, at least with me, I never knew that I'd like this thing until I tried it and started meeting people who like the same thing. It's fun, but it's also exhausting, admittedly. Yeah. So, don't forget to take care of yourself even as you venture into these grounds,
Yeah. It's
Just
very
stay safe,
dangerous grounds.
stay safe and have fun. Ganun lang.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much. How about you, Nicole? Any last words?
Last words. Oh, it's not too late to shift. It's not like
And
it's
that's
like
the lesson.
it's never too late to shift. Like if ever man na feeling mo overwhelmed ka or parang you're uncertain of something, like take your time but give yourself a boundary. This then you'll realize what you really needed. So if ever man na you're struggling and you really wanted to shift, why not? Unless hindi kasi the reality is you're not privileged enough to shift. That's the reality for some of us.
Yes.
Well, ako thankfully I'm privileged enough to shift. So thank you parents also. But ayun nga, minsan kailangan na rin nating kagatin yung realidad. And
Mm-mm.
ay nga as a woman, don't be afraid to stand your ground whenever na you feel like you're being kasi like ito naman talaga eh, like most of the time marami talagang harassed somewhere, sexually harassed somewhere. I hope na hindi naman talaga usually nangyayari, be it online, be it sa kalsada, be it anywhere, kung saan man. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. Pero if ever man sa kalsada, sana like you have your own someone you can call, someone you can talk to
Yes.
and go
Amen.
like may mga kasama ka sa labas. Try to find someone na um yung pareho mo ng gusto sa buhay, marami sa Facebook. Don't be shy to look for those kind of people sa Reddit if you wanted to be anonymous. Yun, that's a great platform to be yourself in. So, yun. Reddit, you can go there, ask for advice and girls who game.
Yes, highly recommended Girls Who Game. You
Yes.
don't have to be a legit hardcore
Gamer,
gamer.
yeah.
Like, if your only game is
Period.
Candy Crush, we actually don't care.
Kahit COD lang,
Mm-mm.
Oo,
ganon.
okay na
Kahit ano
Mobile.
pa yan.
Kahit ano pa yan, you're very welcome. It's the safest girl group on
Well, sorry.
Facebook. And
Ay,
last, and of
wait.
course,
Ay, wait pa. Wait
Hindi,
pa.
sige.
Kasi I feel like it's very relevant now. Well,
Mm.
okay, sorry pa. Stop lang po muna kasi pandemic. Ay, after kakatapos ng election, so I think it's very important. Like, inclusivity. With everything na meron tayong now, inclusivity is really, really important. Especially with girls, with us. Be it, na part ka din ng community and you identify yourself as a woman. Yon, we value inclusivity. And you should also value inclusivity yourself para to foster that everywhere. Ayun lang.
Yes, as you can see with this panel of young, beautiful ladies. Yes.
Ay, kilig.
Yes, last but not the least, the lady with the plant
Yon!
growing out of her head. Miss Johan, any last words?
The Miss Plant herself.
At
Char.
malapit siya dun kay Nicole na parang hindi ka too old or too young to explore yung gusto mong explore. Kahit pa sa sports yan, sa arts yan, or anything, basta feel mo, ay, gusto ko i-try ito. Go man na. Tapos, try telling your family. Konting nudge lang. And if hindi ka nila ma-support, then go to your friends if ever. Kasi another safe space naman din yon. So, ayun, hanggat kaya mo, gawin mo nang gawin. Kasi pag tumanda ka na, although kaya pa rin naman, gawa ng paraan kahit matanda, mahirap lang because yung body is baka hindi na kayanin yung ganong strenuous stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tapos, ayun, kaya thankful ako sa family ko kasi sila yung nag-urge talaga sa akin na mag-try. Although, tatay ko yung pinaka-pusher. Not in a bad way.
Iba na po ang tinutulak.
Siya yung main pusher sa nanay ko. Pag kami gusto i-try, pagbigyan mo na si Paula. Ayun. Parang lagi siyang nakaantabay sa akin. Kaya, big factor talaga yung family. And, ayun, habang kaya pa, go. Yun lang talaga.
Right. Thank you, Johan. I just wanna add, medyo tinamaan ako dun sa part na pag di ka sinuporta ng pamilya mo, edi sa friends ka. Kasi, like, paano kung pati, like, growing up, di naman ako sinuportahan. Kasi, in my parents' defense naman, when you get older, you realize then that they're just really trying their best. And of course, marami silang iniintindi, like, ano ipapakain sa'yo.
Your success
That's
also.
true. That's
So,
true.
parang, when you grow older, eventually you would realize na, yun nga, you may not get the support that you needed during that time. Pero it gives you the opportunity to learn early that you have, at the grand scale of things, you have no one else to rely on but yourself. Yung parang kahit ang sobrang daming support na nangyayari sa'yo, like mahal ka ng buong pamilya mo na parang go, try that. Pero ikaw mismo ayaw mo, walang mayayari. It really has to
Period.
start within yourself. Kasi, yun nga, hindi naman ako super supported like with my hobbies and whatnot kasi nga aral. So, when I got older and nagtatrabaho na ako and whatnot, it was late until I realized kasi akala ko hindi nila sinusuportahan dahil I lack the ability na parang hindi ko naman kasing galing ni Ben Cab or ni Ryan Cayabyab or all those greats na kaya bakit mo pa i-pursue? Ayun pala kasi there are many other priorities na since you're already working like during nung ako na-realize ko na it's not that, it's just marami pang ibang iniintindi and since nagtatrabaho na ako, I have my free time. I have all the time to pursue it. It was more of personal struggle na lang din with myself na ipapursue ko ba talaga or am I already too late? Pero like what Nicole said, what Dana said, and what Johan said, it's never too late. And if your heart is in arts, akala ko talaga di na ako babalik eh. Kasi syempre life happened, the hustle happened and all that.
The grind.
Yeah, the grind happened. You have to do this to achieve that. Akala ko it will never come back. But if your heart is into arts, babalik at babalik at babalik siya. Kasi hahanapin mo siya. Umabot ako sa point na I felt so incomplete. I felt like, sobrang relate na relate ako dun sa song na, ano yun? If you're tired if you're happy but you don't wanna die,
Yeah, I know that one.
wait. Iniisip ko, hindi ko maisip yung first.
Isa TikTok ba yan?
Like,
Tired of life.
oh, yun. If you ever hear,
You don't wanna die. Yung ganun.
yun. Yung parang, if you're hanging by a thread, but you gotta survive. Sobrang relate
Yep.
ako dyan. Then,
Reality
umabot ako sa
check.
ganong point. Then, parang, arts brought me back to life. Babalik at babalik ka rin talaga. So, if you feel that your time is not now, it's okay. It'll come tomorrow or next week or next year. It's just waiting for you. Ikaw lang talaga.
It's
Ayan
up to you.
Yes, queens. At dahil dyan, Johan, Nicole, Dana, thank you so much for being a part of our Girls Who Perform episode of Girls Who Podcast. And to our audience, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. And please check out the video version so that you can see our lovely faces of this episode on Pipe Network's Facebook and YouTube channels. If you are watching right now, don't forget to join us during your daily grind on Spotify and all your favorite podcast channels. This may be a show for girls, made by a girl, but I have a wish for everyone. Stay fun, stay flirty, and stay feisty. See you on the next episode. Bye, y'all!
Bye!